Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but today I thought I would give you a tour of my art supply closet. It has a little bit of everything and it's a little bit messy, but I do think that's pretty reflective of my own art practice. I'm an interdisciplinary artist and I work in painting, photography, and filmmaking, but I also do watercolor and I make like homemade cards on the side, and those are small creative projects that bring me a lot of joy. So today I hope that this video inspires you to rethink how to organize your own materials or just motivates you to be creative again. Later on in the video I will also share some of my favorite supplies that you can check out, and I'll definitely give links to those in the description box below. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now for the moment of truth. Here is my closet. Okay, so I'll work my way from top to bottom. Up here we have some canvases. These are pink, like I've painted over them a few times. All of my oil paints are in here. This tote bag has a pair of sweatpants that I exclusively wear while I am oil painting. I've had them since like second year or third year of university. Don't worry, they're definitely clean, but it's totally marked up of a bunch of like paint splotches and whatever. This is a purse that belonged to my mom. I need to get it fixed. In this bag I have a bunch of tools like a hammer, nails, whatever, as well as a bunch of extra command hooks, extension cord, all that kind of stuff. And then here are just some extra purses and bags that didn't fit in my other closets. So all of that is sitting on top of this shelf that actually didn't come with the closet. I asked my dad to cut down a piece of shelving that we had at home, and it's perfect. Gives me a lot of extra space. So then right over here I have my acrylic paint sort of toolbox thing going on here, and just on top of it is my palette. You can see it's very it's very messy, so maybe I'll do a video where I clean my palettes. Let me know if you're interested in that. So this is sitting on top of just a clear box that I got from JYSK, and inside this has like past assignments where we had to learn how to make our own archival clamshell boxes and how to properly rehouse like mock broken glass negatives. Here are other past assignments of how to create a window mat, and that's how you display different photographic prints. In the back I have some of my 35mm negatives placed in archival sleeves. It's nothing like in a beautiful binder, archival binder, or anything like that. This is just what I have available to me. Here you see I kept my Nintendo Switch box. It's actually a pretty good size if I want to store any cassette tapes. So it's a little bit of a mismatch, and it's not the most beautiful, but it works because a lot of this stuff is my photography and some lenses here. It's okay for now because it's still in a closet, it's away from direct sunlight, there are no pipes, you know, that pose as potential threats to like damage what's in here. And all of this is sitting on top of this cutting board that I've had since first year. And then moving on to the art cart. This I got from Bun's Trade Zone, which is now Pal's Trade Zone, and I traded it for like 4 or 5 different cans of cider, and it was honestly so worth it, and I'm pretty sure you can get a cart like this available at Ikea. Okay, so in my top drawer I have all things sort of like tech and camera equipment. So right here I have a bunch of extra cords and HDMI cables, randomly a Bluetooth speaker that I got for free from a music festival, and this is all just housed in a box that I got from the dollar store, honestly. I've kept my Apple Pencil case, trying to figure out a way that I could reuse this potentially. So I just kept it for now. And then in this basket, I have extra film for my Fujifilm Polaroid, extra 35mm film, as well as a bunch of my lenses and flash for my Minolta SLR 35mm camera. This I got actually off of, I think it was eBay or Kijiji, but back in my hometown, and it was a really good deal in it. And the person still had the manual, so I've kept it. It's good to have. Here is the case for the video camera that I'm currently using right now. And this is my Canon Rebel case, as well as all of its appropriate chargers in the pockets and cords. And this I've had honestly since like grade 12, which was 2011, or actually 2010, that my dad got for me, and I still use it. Okay, so that's the first drawer. So for the second drawer, I have some more stationery things, more like office supply-ish area. And these pink baskets, again, I just got them from the dollar store, as well as these like clear ones that you can see here. I keep a bunch of my bulldog clips and paper clips, sewing materials, post-it notes, all of my glue guns and glue sticks, as well as any other adhesive kind of stuff, minus glue sticks, which are in the bottom drawer. So, and I have all my markers, my highlighters, staple remover, which is really important for when I had to mark hard copy essays and also like staple the rubric. This came in very handy. And of course my crayons. Here I have extra journals, and just underneath it I have blank cards and envelopes. Okay, so I wanted to just jump in really quickly to give a shout out to my favorite journal to sketch in, to actually write in, to do whatever I want to do in, like create a scrapbook. This is my favorite. It's by Handbook Journal Co. I don't know if you can see it. It's in the large portrait size, and there's 128 pages. It's completely acid free. And the thing that I love about this is that even when I do watercolor, I find that the pages don't like bunch up. And I'm the type of person that when I journal, I like to have my pages just completely blank. I don't like any guides or anything like that. I really love this little elastic guide to hold the pages down, also to use as a bookmark, and there's also an orange ribbon that you can use as a bookmark as well here. And the big selling point for me, because I often fill out these journals like super quickly whenever I'm like traveling or just even, you know, collecting random mementos, at the very back of this journal it has this plastic pouch that also it expands, so it can fit like quite a bit of things in here. And that's what I really love about it. So I probably have like, I want to say like, I probably have like 10 journals of these like completely full, and it also comes in different colors like red, this like olive green. I think it comes in like a navy blue too. But yeah, at my local art store all they had was black, and they only had 2 left, and I was on the like last page of my journal and I was freaking out because I was like, I need to get another journal, because I'm very particular about what I write in and what I write with and what I draw with. Maybe you get that, I don't know. So yeah, they had the 2 and I bought them. They're not cheap, but for the quality of it and the durability of it, like the binding hasn't come apart for any of my other journals, and they are like jam-packed full, including the pouch. If you're looking for one, check out this company here. So I think out of all the drawers in my art cart storage unit thing, this is probably the one that I use and pull out the most, honestly, because it has like all of this like colorful paper that I like to use when I'm making homemade cards or homemade postcards. And then because of my little like sticker collection here, I really love using these stickers to switch up the decorations on like my Switch or to cover up the freaking webcam on my laptop, and every now and then I switch it around because it obviously loses like stickiness. But yeah, I have some stickers that I just bought honestly from like the dollar store, again clearance section at Michael's. I just stock up. But my favorite ones honestly are these puffy stickers. I don't know if you can see. Look how cute they are. It's a freaking, can you see it? These ones I got, where did I get them? Oh, these ones I got at Footlocker in Little Saigon in Orange County while I was there. But I bought some other ones like these ones from Mr. Pen in Toronto in Koreatown. I ordered them online, I think at the beginning of quarantine, and they mailed it out to me, and honestly it brings me so much joy. So I definitely use this drawer a lot for the stickers. I also keep old gift bags that I think look really pretty, and I cut them up and I like to make new cards out of them. And these bins that are storing everything, again, just as earlier, honestly they're from the dollar store, $2 each. Really perfect way to organize, super easy, but you can reuse any cardboard boxes that you have, any other baskets you have lying around. It doesn't need to be anything fancy schmancy, you know? And oh, I also wanted to share that all of these containers that are holding my pens and pencils, these are yogurt parfait containers that I've just, after eating, I think I did a good job of cleaning them out, washing them, drying them, and then yeah, they're the perfect holder. And I even use these jars to propagate my plants. So be creative in reducing, reusing, and recycle what you already have on hand. Actually, you know what, while we're sitting down on the floor, I think I'm going to continue on with the art cart tour. So down here is everything that I need for painting. I have a little mini desk easel that I've honestly had since like third year university. I got this before I actually got a full-on like big girl easel. Then I have all of my gessos. I have some spray paint. I have Mod Podge, extra, I have extra watercolor paper. This is something I really love to use whenever I'm doing acrylics or of course like watercolor. It's a really great way for me to do my warm-ups as well. Then I have disposable palette sheets, some tracing paper. I also have these little painting panels that I got from Curry's. Honestly, I've had this for like, probably had these for 3 years now, but I do have an idea for them. But it's a series that I want to do in oil painting, and I'm a little bit intimidated because I haven't done oil painting in a very long time, so I feel like I want to practice first before I commit to putting it on a panel. Okay, so in this bucket over here, I have a bunch of paint brushes, rollers, honestly, again, from the dollar store. Dollar store is coming in clutch here. And I keep old gift cards because it's a really great way when you are gessoing, priming your canvas to use this card to scrape it around and to ensure that you have an even coat. So I have that, and then old mason jars that I use to hold my brushes while I paint. In the back here, I just have a bunch of extra bubble wrap and paper for, you know, when I need to wrap up my artwork, whether that's to just have that safe and secure for exhibitions. I have my easel. This is an easel that I got from Michael's. I have my painting apron, a ruler back here. And then, oh, one of my artworks that I just mentioned earlier, nicely packaged. And usually I will also keep my tripod in the back here, and there are extra bed sheets for painting. So then back here, this is a print that I took down a while ago. I wasn't really feeling it anymore. Here are some larger photo paper, as well as some large Bristol board and cards that folks gave me. I just put it all together here. And then at the very back, I don't know if you can really see, but there are a bunch of frames. These are frames that I got either from Michael's or the dollar store, honestly. I've given some paintings just on like mixed media paper to some friends as like birthday gifts or as like a holiday gift, and I really like having it framed and ready to go for them. So check out Michael's. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I just wanted to give like a very quick reminder, and you know, everyone's art practice is going to look different. Your supplies or what you have at hand and what's accessible to you is also going to look different. I really don't like it when people look down at materials that are, you know, from the dollar store or from the craft store or anything like that. This whole idea that you need to buy the most expensive like markers or the most expensive paints or anything like that in order to be considered a good artist, I really don't agree with that. Everyone has to start from somewhere, and I really think that you can make art honestly out of anything. Yes, including the dollar store acrylic paint or the dollar store like glitter glue. You can make art. So please don't be intimidated by this closet. Honestly, most of these materials have like been accumulated over the years, honestly since about like 2010, 2011. And a majority of these materials, like at the time, was a lot of money. I was a student, I had to buy it for my painting class, and it was a lot to swallow at first, but I got that student loan money. But I do make sure that I really get the bang out of my buck for these materials. And what's so important is that if you are purchasing stuff that's like on the more expensive side of things, do some research on how to properly take care of these materials. Just as a quick example, if you are wanting to venture out into oil painting and you buy these really expensive brushes, look at ways of how you can take care of these brushes to last forever, because I have brushes that I've used honestly since 2012 that I still use today, because I always make sure to wash it even with the soap that's recommended. It's a tedious process, but it pays off in the long run. Anyways, I hope that helps. Sorry I said honestly like probably about 10 times, who knows. Just a simple reminder, again, you don't need the most expensive or shiniest or flashiest equipment or supplies or anything like that to make art. You can honestly make art with anything. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great day.